Welcome to Houston, Texas, BBVA Stadium, as we welcome you to the second game of this doubleheader in Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifying. This match between Panama and the United States of America. United States fans in good attendance there, 54 degrees, a chilly night in Houston. You know that humidity doesn't help the fact Vlatko Andonovski in charge now of the United States women's national team. The 9th head coach in U.S. women's national team history. As we get set and ready and the fans pile in, we're gonna give you a little look at Group A standings. Costa Rica just finished their match against Haiti. With that 2-0 victory, it puts Costa Rica still on top of Group A. We will see how this one pans out and how everything looks at the end of this match day. Until then, I'm gonna leave it over to the PA announcer in Houston, Texas, as the fans come in and we get set to see the teams of Panama and the United States take the field and prepare for their given national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to tonight's 2020 Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifying group match, the national teams of Panama and the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Panama, to be followed by the national anthem of the United States of America.
Welcome back. Just such passionate moments there between the Panamanian national anthem and the national anthem of the United States of America. I love to see what it means to these women to represent their country on this global stage. For Panama, they start with goalkeeper and captain Yeneth Bailey in the back. Check Marta Cox, number 11 for them, is a player that they like to get on the ball quite often and try to dictate the way that they play going forward. Good look at the coaching staff and Carly Lloyd, maybe future coaching staff in a long, long time for the United States women's national team. Vlatko Ananovsky was on the left. As you see, Panama starting 11. Here's the United States starting 11. Lynn Williams donning some braids in that number 13 jersey. Captains here, Yeneth Bailey getting a good high five from Megan Rapinoe. A lot of respect for Yeneth Bailey and what she did last time these two teams met in qualification back for the World Cup in 2018. Good look at Miriam Marcotte. Canadian and Jamaican combined referee squad here today. And for the United States, they're gonna start like this. In goal, Ashlyn Harris gets her 25th cap. Megan Rapinoe will captain the squad. I'm looking at Lynn Williams, Jessica McDonald, number 13, number 14 there. They play club soccer together at North Carolina Courage and NWSL, and they have played together side by side for over 3 years. The amount of goals those two create with each other. They have a big presence up there. Can they make their presence known against this Panamanian squad? Each team in the Concacaf Women's Olympic Qualifiers with a 20-person roster, 3 of them being goalkeepers. It's a good look at the substitutions available. Rose Lavelle gets another start here tonight. Jess McDonald and Andy Sullivan there. First starts of this tournament for those two. Second game day here in Group A play, and the second match of the day. United States sit second in Group A. Panama sit in third. We get ready to start this game. Panama will get us underway. Panama in the all-red kit, going from left to right, and the United States of America in their white kits going from right to left. Megan Rapinoe quickly tries to get to that ball to get something going again. Megan Rapinoe, so many accolades to her name in 2019. One of those most valuable player in the Women's World Cup. She earns a corner kick off the foot of Lindsay Horan. Now Rapinoe came into the game on Tuesday, and within minutes, she had an assist from this corner. Lynn Williams posts up in front of the goalkeeper. She plays it to Williams. Bailey takes it off of the head of Williams. I thought we were gonna have deja vu there. Rapinoe has runners in the box, free, and it's Haran! How did she miss it? See Lindsay Haran shaking her head as she returns to try to win the head ball here, but that was sitting up nicely for her. Nobody in her vicinity, but just chops at the ball. As she chops at it, it hits the top of her boot and just goes up and over. Tries to win the first ball. Sullivan wins the second. Just rolls away from Dunn. Hillary Jain playing in Panama for Toro. Now Williams had a goal and an assist. Early on, she had an assist. She tries to make it another one within the first 2 minutes. A couple of times there. Felt like deja vu. But you knew it was going to be different. Lynn Williams' assist in the second minute that game on Tuesday. Well, she did it without a shoe on her left foot. Her plant foot. Still can't believe it. After the game, she said she felt her boot coming off her left foot and just flicked it off. Here comes Jessica McDonald. She has Williams. Bailey Haran doesn't miss that time. Lindsay Haran makes it 1 in the 3rd minute. And you know, she wanted one back after she missed just moments ago. This ball in from McDonald wasn't strong enough to hit the run of Williams. But you gotta credit Williams. She pulls everybody back to her and just leaves this huge pocket of space for Haran to come into. And then that was with confidence. It gets a little deflection as Bailey does what she can to get up and after the ball. Lindsay Haran, her second of the tournament. As that ball gets deflected for a corner. Her 14th goal overall in the red, white, and blue. Lindsay Haran, the Golden, Colorado native, chose to forego college at UNC and instead become a professional playing at PSG for a number of years before coming back to NWSL. Here she is again. The ball pops down, misses the head of McDonald, and cleared away. United States making 7 changes in the starting lineup from the 11 they put out on Tuesday. Lynn Williams, not one of those changes. She gets starts both nights. She played 90 minutes on Tuesday night. Good look at Rebecca Espinoza, 27-year-old defender from Panama. The ball gets flicked in. Here's Marta Cox. She's silky on the ball. Cuts through 2 defenders. Gets around Haran. Still has it. It's Cox. Ooh! Go on. Can't connect her last pass. Williams. Fighting, scrapping, and ends up winning it. Now this is what she wants. She has pace. Oh, what a touch by McDonald. Puts it out in front of her. Here's Jessica McDonald. Oh, man. Just outran herself there. That's a little taste of what I was talking about in pregame. McDonald and Williams connection. They know each other very well. Having been teammates at the North Carolina Courage for a few years now. A couple of NWSL Shields to their name, a couple of NWSL championships. Their coach Paul Riley there allows them to dominate up front. Rapinoe plays it early. Yeneth Bailey does what maybe she does best. She comes off her line, maybe a little unorthodox at times, as you see Rapinoe just a little disappointed in that cross. But Yeneth Bailey is really a star for this Panama squad. The last time these two teams met in qualification, well, it was for the World Cup back in 2018 as Marta Cox is down in some pain. After that collision, here's a look at that touch by McDonald. It's a little soft for her, but she pulls it with her back foot to bring it out in front of her and just push it into the space. Marta Cox just got around 4 defenders there in the box. Shimmy shakes Becky Sauerbrunn away. That's not an easy task. Happened off the ball, didn't quite see what happened to Cox there. Had 1 goal against Trinidad and Tobago in that World Cup qualifiers I was talking about back in October of 2018. Cox plays in. There's a look, just a big collision between Cox and Krieger. As Ali Krieger gets her first start of the tournament, she's playing center back, and Cox is just working through that. Cox is playing in Panama at Club Deportivo Universitario. A couple of her teammates playing with her there. De Leon being one of them. She's gonna have some defending to do here. Rose Lavelle with a big pass on her left foot, takes a shot and it goes right into the hands of Bailey. Rose Lavelle donning some accessories on her left arm that we didn't see in the first game. So quick from the time that she turns to the time she gets the strike off. Rose Lavelle so lethal in the attacking third. But Yeneth Bailey comes up with the save, and when the U.S. faced Panama in that World Cup qualifier, Bailey had 11 saves. So much so that everybody on the U.S. team, including Carly Lloyd after the game, couldn't stop singing her praises. Bailey had 10 saves versus Costa Rica on Tuesday night, so she will be active. Excited to see what she brings to this Panama squad here tonight. Krieger pushes it into the midfield. Horan just gets chopped down. Jayan, a little too much Lindsey Horan there. Pushes the back line. It's going to go all the way to McDonald, and there's Bailey. She's grabbing her face. Yeneth Bailey, after offside there, ooh. Their faces collide. That does not look good, and you can see why Yeneth Bailey is calling over with her other hand. She knew Jessica McDonald was coming, but didn't have a way to protect herself there from that head-to-head collision. Yaneth Bailey is key for Panama. This would be, if she has to come out, a really hard loss. But of course, want to make sure they treat this with the care that it deserves. Head injuries, such a big priority in the game today, trying to minimize the amount of players who not only get head injuries, but making sure that they're properly evaluated to make sure that she is able to play. So right now, the staff of Panama, as Kenneth Serameta looks on and talks to his squad. Bailey currently playing in Paraguay for Sportivo Limpio. Just taking her time here, as she should. Her teammates right around her. Yaneth Bailey, so inspiring to all of her teammates. To save she made initially off of that Haran goal and can't quite get back up in time. That's the difference right now. An early goal by Lindsay Haran in the 3rd minute. Options in goal for Panama. Sasha Fabregas, 19-year-old, just a year older than Yaneth Bailey. Bailey only 18. Still trying to make sure that she's all right to play, and that looks like a substitution hand wave, and this is a really tough collision. Jessica McDonald and her just go head to head. Oof, that's hard to watch. Getting word that Panama tried to make the change, thinking maybe that Bailey would have to come off, but it looks like her evaluation went all right, that she's okay to proceed. So what happened here was Jessica McDonald was actually offside. So as the ball and the collision happened, the flag went up on the far side, deeming her offside from that free kick. We get back underway. Sullivan to Haran, slips it through. It's Williams, Lynn Williams with space. She makes it 2. Lynn Williams picking up where she left off. A goal and an assist on Tuesday night. Look at this pass from Haran. Oh, what a little slip ball. She just skirts around these 2 defenders. It's strong from Williams, and she times it exactly right. Just tiptoeing across the back line as the ball gets slipped through, and here, the patience it takes to get through those oncoming defenders. It's a big time goal for Williams, her 8th international goal. One of the things that the U.S. said in their press conference after their game against Haiti is they wanted to be quicker with how they moved off the ball. Well, they're showing it right here. Horan into Lavelle. It pops over Williams' foot. Horan already with a goal and an assist. Trying to add more to her score sheet. Krieger picks it up. Comfortable and dribbling forward is Ali Krieger, and good line there by Panama to pull Lynn Williams offside. Panama looks long, but Crystal Dunn will recover that. Goes all the way back to Ashlyn Harris. Harris, a member of the Orlando Pride in NWSL. Her 25th cap. She was an alternate for the Olympics in 2016 in Rio. The ball gets all the way to Jess McDonald, in line. A little dummy here, and it's going to be Horan for her 2nd of the game. Big thumbs up from Jessica McDonald. She does a lot of the hard work there. The power and pace that McDonald has to get that touch. Sonnet does a good job of dummying it. It makes it too hard there for Berenice De Leon to put anything on it, and Lindsay Horan just cleans up the garbage, puts it away. Horan in the 3rd minute, and then again in the 18th minute. It's now 3-0 United States. You can already tell from the match on Tuesday versus this match, there's a different pace to the way that the U.S. are playing. But it's also interesting to note how high Panama is trying to press up on the field. That's going to leave a lot more gaps and allow things like this to happen and open up. Rapinoe goes early. It's McDonald. She can't put it on frame. When Panama is pressed up so high like that, it takes 3 passes. It's into Horan, out to Rapinoe, and then it's an early cross to McDonald, and already the U.S. took it about 75 yards in a matter of seconds. Panama might have to bring back their line of confrontation a little bit. Lavelle pokes it away. She's going to get it back from Rapinoe. Tries a back heel. It doesn't work out. But you got to like the flair from Lavelle. Espinoza. Horan cleans it up. Here's Lavelle. Like a dangerous tackle, but doesn't end up connecting there. Horan again to Williams. She beats Bailey. Sits her on her butt, and then Lavelle tucks it away. This little through ball in the run by Lynn Williams. Panama almost had it right. It was just Perez on the far side who kept Williams on. that run on the far post by McDonald sucks in some of the defenders, so then it leaves, again, that pocket of space for the late incoming midfielder, and Lavelle just places it so perfectly, side netting. Good work by Williams, adding to her goal with an assist there. A lot sharper speed of play here for the United States. Horan again. Can't find Lavelle that time. And the freedom that Horan and Lavelle have to go forward with Andy Sullivan tucking in behind him. Here's McDonald from Lavelle. McDonald, Bailey says not right now. Bailey a little shaken up after the big collision early on in the game with McDonald. Head-to-head collision. Didn't know if Bailey would be able to continue, and it's good to see her with that kind of play because that's what she's best at, just coming and cutting off the angles. Sullivan eats up some space. Numbers centrally for the United States. We just try to pull Panama out a little bit. Rapinoe is offside. Megan Rapinoe, the 2019 Golden Ball winner, as the best player in the tournament. The Women's World Cup, 6 goals, 3 assists. Only played in 5 games. She sat out one of the games. Had a little bit of an injury there midway through the World Cup. Got about 28 minutes on Tuesday night in these qualification, and when she came in, it looked different. You don't often get to see Megan Rapinoe coming in off the bench, watching and assessing what's happening in big games. But she came in and she said, oh, I know what to do. Changed the game right away, added another goal from a assist off a corner kick. Lavelle plays in McDonald. She looked like she could have maybe been offside. She must have kept herself on. Good tackle from Lavelle, making it hard for Murillo to get out. Murillo defends McDonald. McDonald's cross can't beat the first defender, but U.S. will keep it deep in their own attacking third. Sullivan tracks down the ball, continues to hunt. Jain finds Leonards. Gabriela Leonards came in to Panama's game against Costa Rica late in the game on Tuesday. She's a 21-year-old from Spring, Texas. She plays right now at Angelo State University. Right now, Panama's defending. Rapinoe's ball's cleared out off for a corner. Megan Rapinoe with the captain's armband today. We thought maybe she was offside. Dunn takes it at the top of the box. Wasn't quite prepped for that. Crystal Dunn. I heard her say this week, I'm a forward at heart, so of course I like getting forward. Right there, she gets herself in a really good spot, but she cannot figure out a way to get that ball on frame. Good header by McDonald. Can Williams get there? Of course she can. Murillo defends her. Williams. Rapinoe lays it off to Horan, to Rapinoe. Too much on the combination in the box, and Sullivan ends up committing a foul. It's a good look at Maria Guevara, 19-year-old, one of those players playing for Universitario. Good passing here from Panama. Aldrich Quintero. But Murillo cannot complete that pass there to keep possession with the team in red. Sonnet. In her 42nd cap, she gets the start tonight. Sullivan with some strength there. Somehow Williams was onside. Chases it into the corner, but it's going to go out for a goal kick in favor of Panama. Whew. I don't know. Looked like it was awfully close. There's Bailey, though, cutting off the angle. So quick to come off her line and deny. It's one of the things I really like about her. Maybe a little unconventional when you watch her play. She didn't grow up playing goalkeeper. She was a midfielder until 2 years ago. And Yeneth Bailey pops herself in goal and has save after save after save in these big qualifying tournaments. Sauerbrunn, the most capped player on the U.S. team out there right now. It's a good build-up, and Megan Rapinoe again finds herself in an offside position. It's a good look at Lynn Williams, Fresno, California native. Oh yeah, all three of them were offside. If it goes to any of them. Panama played a pretty high line against Costa Rica as well on Tuesday. Just trying to squeeze and make it difficult. Once Costa Rica got the hang of it, their second goal, they broke them down pretty nicely, and then the back line softened up a little bit, but Panama's sticking to it right here. Horan looking for a hat trick. Lindsay Horan! Now it's Williams. She'll make it too, but she's offside. She won't. We'll take it back. Lynn Williams, a goal and an assist. And this one already, it's a good call. Just about half of her body's offside there. Again, Bailey making the save. It's that reaction. If I'm Bailey, I'm trying to get my defenders to wake up a little, saying they have to know by now she's gonna make the save, and if she does, there's a chance it's gonna be deflected, and they have to win that second ball inside the box. Cox distributes. Can't find it far enough to bring in Leonards. Good ball here, Rapinoe in space, has Williams. She'll play her early, Lynn Williams. It's a difficult ball to play first time. That ball just skips up. Difficult. For Williams to get a proper foot on it. Little tangle in the middle of midfield there between Sullivan and Cox. Ball sent way over the head. Yeneth Bailey sits down, and you wonder if that has anything to do with it. You're looking at Judge Lina Hidalgo, who's watching the game. She's the first Latina to be elected the position of Harris County Judge, which is the 4th largest county in the country. So nice to have Lina Hidalgo there. But right now, we're looking at Yeneth Bailey, and from those signs from her training staff standing above her, she might not be able to continue. And honestly, with the collision that we saw, it would shake anybody up, and good to see that they're trying to take care of Yeneth Bailey. Make sure she's okay, and that's Sasha Fabregas on the sideline, prepping herself, getting ready to go, and you can just tell how much this means to Yeneth Bailey and how painful it is for her to come out of the game. She covers her face up. This woman has done everything she can to compete for her country, and she's going to be replaced here. She gets some love from Cox as Cox takes over the captain's armband from her, and Sasha Fabregas comes on.
Substitution for Panama. Into the game, number 12 goalkeeper, Sasha Fabregas. Exiting number 1, Yeneth Bailey.
Oh, tears in her eyes. It's hard to watch. Bailey is such a star for this Panama side. Although 4 goals have gone in, the amount of saves that she's had, and already even in this one. So Fabregas will replace her in the 33rd minute. We'll continue on here. United States with 4 goals. The first one coming in the 3rd minute from Lindsey Horan. Then it was Williams, Horan again, and Rose Lavelle to round out the 4. Football knows no gender. Football knows tenacity. This is your invitation to get off the sidelines and get in the conversation. Concacaf W, we belong. Threaded ball through here to Williams from the outside of Megan Rapinoe's boot. She'll earn a corner kick. Lynn Williams and Megan Rapinoe connecting nicely here. Williams just eating up the high line and the space in behind that Panama is providing. Rapinoe looking to play short. She'll wait and let her teammates get into the box. It's Sonnet wanting the flick, but just going full chest on that one. Rebecca Espinoza will, it looks like, take the majority of the goal kicks as Fabregas replaced Yeneth Bailey just a few minutes ago, and Lindsey Horan now has been fouled a couple times by Hilary Jain. This is the latest. Horan's so good at reading pressure and knowing when she can turn and spin them. Right there, she spins her defender nicely. Fabregas, her real first look at this attacking United States team. The ball comes in. It's McDonald and Horan. Now it's Lavelle. And Lavelle puts it in, but she was offside when those two headed the ball. I don't know which one of them headed it, but nonetheless, Lavelle Rose Lavelle was offside. It's that ball off of that header is an offside call on Rose Lavelle. Now, if it would have hit off of a defender, a Panamanian player, of course it wouldn't have been offside. But since her own player deflected it, she was in an offside position. Panama getting hounded defensively. They can't get out of their back half. You got to give them credit. They're trying to play out. They're trying to stay true to themselves and the style of soccer they want to play. Vlatko Andonovski, longtime NWSL coach. And just his first few months here as head coach of the U.S. Women's National Team, took over on October 28th, 2019. His second qualification game. As that's got to be persistent infringement. I know it wasn't De Leon taking down Haran before, but I think that's the fourth time she's been fouled in the first 36 minutes here. Looks like it's going to be Megan Rapinoe. Rapinoe with 9 goals in 2019. She currently sits on 50 all-time as a U.S. international. Rapinoe goes short, it's Crystal Dunn. Straight into the legs of Fabregas. Sullivan up and over. Oh man. The anticipation of that one, you had to have thought Megan Rapinoe was gonna take it, but then this little slip ball, it's a really good weight on it. Crystal Dunn goes with power instead of placement. I honestly think Lynn Williams centrally was offside, so I don't think Crystal Dunn could have even played her. Lavelle, so silky, going at back lines. Loves a good one-on-one challenge. Rapinoe in space. Espinosa's gonna come defender. Gets deflected. Haran wanted that hat trick. It's not gonna happen there. So many runners in the box. There's 5 right now for the U.S. And again, once again, one of those runners was Becky Sauerbrunn at the near post, all the way from center back. As she played that ball into Haran, she just kept running. Thought, I'll get in on the action. But that first line of attackers really makes the second wave so dangerous, and the U.S. have found that a couple times in Haran and Lavelle's goal. They're once again trying to find that cutback. Aldrich Quinteros telling her team just calm down a little bit. As the goal scorer from Tuesday, Catherine Castillo can't connect with Leonards. Good look at Gabriella Leonards. Andy Sullivan with the United States Women's National Team in 2016 before suffering an ACL injury for her collegiate team at Stanford. Came back the next year, recovered, won a national championship with Stanford, drafted first overall in NWSL. Was disappointed as she was in the mix for the World Cup group, didn't make it. Made the best out of her 2019. Dominated in Washington and found herself back here on the team as they attack here. Rapinoe's cross can't connect. Watch Andy Sullivan and how she creates there. Big part of how all that started as Megan Rapinoe. Take a look at Sasha Fabregas. Rapinoe can't quite figure out that back line. All 5 of them there in a good line of confrontation as we just under 3.5 left. This first 45. Cox rides the tackle there. Spins out of danger a couple times. So comfortable on the ball is Marta Cox. Leonards sends it across. Sonnet brings it to the top of the box. Chased around by Guevara. The U.S. end up getting out of the pressure. There's Mariori Perez. She came in to the game on Tuesday. She gets megged there. She just takes out Rose Lavelle. Perez was an early substitute in the game on Tuesday due to an injury. She came in and did well. Defensively had a strong presence at left back. Little combination play on the far side. Horan's open, top of the box. It'll go to her, Lindsay Horan, a sloppy first touch. She can't get anything on it. Great work through a combination play here, and Lynn Williams saw that the numbers there were all at the top of the box, all wide open. Just slips out of the reach of Horan. Cox looking for Castillo. Krieger handles it well. Horan goes far. Looked like Williams might have been offside. One of the things that the U.S. do with their 3 front runners, and they're so fluid in the way that they move. Lynn Williams has been centrally. She's been on the right, as she is now, been on the left. It's hard to defend when you don't know how they're going to overload you going forward. They'll switch lines as Horan comes into the forward line and Williams goes into the midfield line. She's going to be offside there. Jessica McDonald, I would say persistent is a word that you could use for her. Debuted for the national team in 2016. She's really found a home in North Carolina with the courage. As Megan Rapinoe tries to get on the end of this one, Jain ends up clearing it out of danger. There's gonna be 4 minutes added to the end of this half. We had a big collision at the beginning of the game, near the beginning of the game, with Yeneth Bailey and Jessica McDonald. Bailey, the goalkeeper, before Fabregas came in there. You're looking at Fabregas. Yeneth Bailey had to come out of the game due to just a tough collision. This ball goes in. Horan's hunting. Done. has numbers, decides to connect. Rapinoe brings in Sonnet, but it'll run out of play. Yarnis De Leon takes the free kick. Here's McDonald. Scoops it around her defender, but it's pushed out of bounds. Getting fancy, Jess McDonald. Marcotti giving a little talk to the players in the box. That one skips off of the legs of Perez, and Rapinoe will have a do-over. Rapinoe eyes this one up, plays it in differently. Whew. That would have been quite the hat trick. Goal from Lindsay Horan, well defended by Fabregas. What a sweet ball by Rapinoe. It's coming back into the run of Lindsay Horan, making it so easy for her to make contact on it. Big tackle there. Here comes Jain. Leonards. Double teamed. Williams will connect. Entering this last minute here of stoppage time. The U.S. still eager to score some more goals. Here comes Jess McDonald. Now Sullivan. Did Rapinoe stay on? Well, maybe, but that's going to be out of her reach. The United States scoring all their goals within the first 21 minutes of this half. Good ball in by Rapinoe. McDonald gets hounded, and De Leon ends up just securing it. For that, the whistle into halftime. Lindsay Horan, 2 goals and an assist. The United States leads this one 4-0 at half. I'll be back in just a few minutes for stats and highlights from that first 45, just after this. Welcome back to Houston after the first 45 minutes between the United States and Panama. It's a beautiful night, about just under 60 degrees. Panama in their second qualification tournament for the United States. This is their 5th time being here. 7 changes to the starting lineup for the U.S. Big respect for that player on the left, Yeneth Bailey. We wouldn't see her for the full 45 minutes, but she made an impact when she was in. The United States talked about really trying to up the tempo of their movement on the ball and off the ball after the game against Haiti, and it didn't take them very long. It was McDonald trying to find Williams, and it was Horan who put the first goal away in the 3rd minute. Lindsey Horan, that trailing run was really important in the first 45 as the U.S. got a couple goals. Very similar to that. The work of Williams and McDonald to push the back line. And here's the collision, and this is what made it difficult for Yeneth Bailey to continue. She ends up playing for a little bit longer. There she's trying to defend Lynn Williams. A slip ball by Horan gives her an assist in the first half as well as 2 goals. Here's her second. So Lindsey Horan a part of all 3 of the goals. Yeneth Bailey would come out of the game slightly after this. Her teammates didn't help her out on that one. Nobody tracking Lindsey Horan in the box. It's 2 goals for Horan. And she gets a secondary assist on this if you're gonna give her away. Horan to Williams to Lavelle. Here's that run, the deep run from the midfielder. Lavelle just wide open, slots it away. That's the 4th and last goal of the first half. And Vlatko Antonovski and his staff celebrating after watching his team put 4 away within the first 21 minutes of this first half. Yeneth Bailey would then come out of the game. They would have to replace her with Sasha Fabregas. She's a part of some of those saves that Panama had there in the first 45. We'll see how Panama regroups. We'll see what the USA brings out in the second 45. We'll be back with the second half just after this. all smiles. Welcome you back to Houston. The United States and Panama make their way back out onto the field for the second 45 minutes. In this second game of group play for both of these squads. For Panama right now, they're in need of some goals. You gotta like the energy they're bringing and the smiles. This is a team with some belief in who they are. They know the opportunity that they have to represent their country, knowing that not only are they united as a squad, but they also told Concacaf, we just know each other better on the field. You gotta love those interactions. The U.S. players just getting a little warmed up here. 4 goals in the first 21 minutes of play is the difference. Number 9, Lindsey Horan, has 2 goals, an assist. She goes to get a little bit, maybe of that magic water. Seeing if she can add to her total. For the United States, in qualification for Concacaf, they have now 106 total goals, and we're gonna see another substitution here for Panama. Gabriela Leonards is gonna come out for Gloria Sainz. Sainz, 17-year-old, replaces Leonards here at halftime. United States in the all-white kit, Panama in the red. We've got 45 more minutes of this one. Our last game here on the second day of group play for Group A. Megan Rapinoe will get us underway. United States with 4 goals early on in this match. Panama having to make a substitution early. Yeneth Bailey coming out in the 33rd minute. The goalkeeper for Panama, after a head collision earlier on in the game, looked like she just couldn't make it anymore. Rose Lavelle picks it up, goes straight at the back line, zips past 2 players, pushes it wide. Lavelle with some fancy feet here. Whoop, I'll go past you, I'll go past you. Fabregas does a good job of just denying the space and makes Lavelle have to think twice. When Lavelle's eyes pop up there, she sees Fabregas coming and knows that there's only a little pocket of space she can find it in. Horan on the far side. It's gonna stay on. McDonald! Williams! Good defending in the end by Maria Murillo. Horan was onside there. Perez kept her on. And it looked like they were gonna call that a goal kick originally. It's taken back, and it is a corner kick for the United States. Lynn Williams scored a goal right there in the first game. Standing right in front of the goalkeeper. Rapinoe from the corner. Horan. McDonald saved off the line, and Lavelle again. Can't find a way. Just pinball in the box. Good job by Fabregas to make the save initially. Jain saves it off the line, and then Lavelle in a little bit of space can't do anything with it. Wicked deflection there from Rapinoe. Fabregas was quick to make the save, and now she wants her team to wake up because the corner might be coming quick. Rapinoe, 2 assists in only 28 minutes on Tuesday. Looking for her first assist tonight. Panama initially defends well. Pressure on the ball from Sainz. Quintero gets her pocket picked. McDonald can't find the frame. Jess McDonald with a nice little run here to keep herself onside. McDonald, such a great story. Rapinoe just held steady. McDonald has played on 9 teams in 10 years. She just kept going and going, finding her spot with the North Carolina Courage. As of recently, 2019, she just played a few games due to the Women's World Cup, but she had 6 goals, 3 assists. She'll flick this one on to her teammate, Williams. Those two have such a good connection. Quintero does enough initially. Filthy touch by Megan Rapinoe, and Lavelle can't make it happen. Hope we get to see that one back, because Megan Rapinoe having a little fun here. Watch her back foot. She lifts up her front foot and just does a little behind the leg pass. Fabregas picking up where Yeneth Bailey left off and is aggressive off her line, trying to deny space, cut off angles early. She's gonna have her work cut out for her as Lavelle and Horan connect through the midfield. Cox switches the point of attack. This is good from Panama. Jain. They move it again, looking for Cox. It skips to her foot. Here come Panama. Quintero in the box. Nothing there. Lavelle sends it long. Espinoza working it all the way wide. Now it's Sainz. Tried a little snake there. But Crystal Dunlow's not going to have any of it. This is better from Panama. Pressing a little bit higher, but as a unit so they can pick up those first and second balls. Here's Murillo. That shot isn't going to challenge Ashlyn Harris. Only a couple times we've seen Ashlyn Harris today. Congratulations in order for her and Allie Krieger, who just passed the ball, got married just over a month ago now. Panama in a good defensive block. This looks better for them, not so stretched out, not giving the U.S. too many seams to pass through. That being said, that's a big seam, and Rose Lavelle found it. McDonald is offside. You could see Megan Rapinoe say, "Who's off?" Well, she didn't know Jess McDonald was offside. You can see it from the first angle there. Megan Rapinoe has been through a lot in her career, 3 ACL injuries. The last one coming right before 2016 Olympics. Wasn't able to participate in qualification, made it back for the Olympics. Rapinoe maybe had her best year yet last year. FIFA Women's Player of the Year. One of her accolades. Williams lets it go to Rapinoe. Fabregas says thank you very much. The US start to attack again. Horan to Rapinoe. McDonald wants to get her name on the score sheet. Is she offside? Big smile from Megan Rapinoe. In the background, you just saw Lindsey Horan moving her, gesturing her arm, saying, I think the pace needs to be a little bit more. Ooh, that was close. Close, close, close. But the pace that US came out in the first 45 and the way that they were moving off the ball and the way they were moving the ball to find the players in space is a lot more than they're doing right now. So I can understand those gestures from Horan. Panama definitely doing a better job cutting off the seams centrally. Here's Horan to Rapinoe. Those two just 1-2ing down the far sideline. The ball skips through Horan's legs. That's a better pace of play from the United States. Berenice De Leon, 24-year-old. Get a little too much of Lindsey Horan there. Good work by Guevara to avoid the falling Lindsey Horan. That would have been a tough one to be on the end of. Sonnet earns a corner kick. The crowd in Houston cheering on the world champions as they get set for yet another corner. All 4 goals coming in the first 21 minutes. Can they make it 5 here? Near post, little flick by Horan. Dunn keeps it. Quintaro does a good job of pressing, making it difficult for Dunn to get anything on the end of it. Rapinoe. Lavelle to Sonnet. Runners in the middle, who both looked offside. For Panama, this is their second time in qualification, their first time back in 2004. They have one player on the squad who was a member of that team, Amarias de Maria. She had a goal back in 2004. 1 win for them total in their qualification, 3 losses. One of those losses coming on Tuesday night to Costa Rica. Costa Rica's currently sitting in first place in Group A. Good look at longtime U.S. Women's National Team vet Ali Krieger. Krieger sitting on 105 caps as of tonight. Steps into midfield here. An old midfielder, Krieger, is like deciding she wants to get in on the action. Slightly offside is Catherine Castillo, just by maybe 10 yards. I don't know why she put her arm up. Castillo was the lone goal scorer for Panama against Costa Rica. It was right on the brink of halftime to bring the score 2-1. Thought that Panama maybe was gonna come back with a little extra oomph in the second half, but Costa Rica put it to bed pretty quickly. It was a beautiful goal from Costa Rica's Shirley Cruz. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Rapinoe keeps it alive, gets to the end line. Here comes Megan Rapinoe as the crowd gets louder and louder. Just runs out of ideas. McDonald chops it back. Stronger than the hold on her. No call on that one. Panama pick it up. But Becky Sauerbrunn is able to scoop it off of Marta Cox's foot. Haven't said a lot of these defenders' names for the United States as Sonnet picks it up. Sauerbrunn's just gonna send it out of bounds as Cox is still on the ground. Stepped on there by Sauerbrunn is Cox. It doesn't feel great. Marta Cox wearing the captain's armband after Yeneth Bailey went out in the 33rd minute. The goalkeeper for Panama had to be changed. Now Lavelle trying to find someone that's onside. That line of Panama is making it hard for those slip balls that the U.S. want to play through to be on target. Getting a sub here. Megan Rapinoe will come out. She had 28 minutes. On Tuesday, she gets about 61 here. She gets a big loud applause from the crowd there in Houston. Kristen Press played 24 games for the U.S. last year in various capacities. Will come on. She had a goal in the game on Tuesday. The first goal in the second minute was Kristen Press's main contribution. She did a lot more than that, but that's what the stats are gonna show. Now she comes on here with just under 30 minutes to play. Might be getting another substitution here. It's gonna be Abby Dahlkemper. Dahlkemper is going to come in for Crystal Dunn. She is. Dahlkemper will slide into the center back position. It's going to move Allie Krieger wide left. Excuse me, Emily Sonnet wide left and Allie Krieger to the right side. A little different look for the back line of the United States, but also showing the versatility. Krieger playing centrally and out wide. Sonnet playing on the right and now the left. Panama in their attacking third. Heavy touch. And that separation might spring a counter for the U.S. Here goes Krieger. We'll see if we hear more now on the outside. Ali Krieger. Cross goes straight into the arms of Fabregas. I'd like to see Krieger dribble it a little bit more. I know she's having a player chase her down there, but it's her first real look getting into the attack. Can she try to keep it, cut that defender off with her first touch, and then be in a space where that cross is so much easier? Beautiful touch by McDonald. Krieger's ball. Defended well in the end by Panama. First touches for Dahlkemper. Quintero doing a lot of defensive work in there for Panama. She goes and presses Sauerbrunn. Just a little too much for Kristen Press. Hilary Jain. Played in both games now at outside back for Panama. Multiple players trying to get through it after that one. A little deflection. That's going to go in favor of the U.S. as Rose Lavelle trying to pick out the back corner. Lindsay Horan's ball to Lavelle gets deflection off of the Panamanian defender and works in Lavelle's favor. This is a game where I think in these last few minutes we're going to see a little bit of brilliance from Rose Lavelle. Her ability to dribble at back lines. Here comes Krieger. Again, she goes early. Again, Fabregas gets the first ball. Lavelle chops it. Here's Sullivan to Horan. On 2 goals already. She plays in Krieger, who can't get on the end of it. De Leon against Costa Rica, most passes completed. She had 35 that game on Tuesday. Horan skirts that tackle and another one. Looking for Press. Kristen Press, what a touch. Gets her into space, eyes are up, she wants goal. She won't find it this time. Kristen Press, the Stanford grad. Watch her eyes here. Looking to see where she can place this one. Led the team in assists in 2019 with 12. It's a huge number for Kristen Press. Lavelle separates it. Here comes Press. High line again from Panama. Everyone from the U.S. was offside. Sullivan gets it tipped away by Perez. Two are close. Each pass from Horan to Krieger gets a little bit closer. Vlatko Andonovski. It's chilly there in Houston. It's got their parkas on. People people in the stands have beanies on. Anna Rodriguez restarts it there. Harris distributes. Back to Sauerbrunn. The U.S. will start a build-up all the way from their goalkeeper. But Krieger can't keep it going forward. She'll have another shot at it. McDonald. Presses on the far side. McDonald keeps it alive enough to get a corner kick. That's really good work by Jess McDonald because it looked like she had dribbled herself out of bounds. Somehow, some way, touched it back in and knocked it off the defender from Panama. Press. Driven ball to this 12. McDonald hit it well. Fabregas has done a good job since she's come on. Hasn't given up any goals yet. It's McDonald almost standing still when she heads it. Hard to generate some momentum. Look how high the line of Panama is. All those runners just running themselves offside. Williams with a big touch. What a ball, press! In! It's Kristen Press to make it 5 for the U.S. This touch by Lynn Williams separates her from everyone. That's why you put her on this squad. But it's not just the touch, it's how she played the ball in. Look at the texture, it's coming back to Kristen Press. All she has to do to get it on frame. She tucks it in so sweetly to the near post as Fabregas is shifting across the face of goal. She sends it back to where it came from, and Kristen Press scores her first of the night. Lynn Williams, huge ovation for her. Williams, 2 assists and a goal on the night. Not a bad day for her. And as we saw the replays, Lynn Williams took a seat, and Tobin Heath, number 17 at the bottom of your screen, took her place. Heath on the ball now. That's not something you want to see if you're Panama. You're down 5 goals and Tobin Heath comes off the bench. Here she is. Heath heads it into the defender, then McDonald slots it away. Jess McDonald ends up getting this one. It's a good run by Kristen Press to hold herself onside. Heath heads it with not a lot of power, but it goes in favor of Jessica McDonald off the back of Maria Murillo. And then McDonald made sure it went in the back of the net, tucking it right up and into where the net seams in the back corner. Jess McDonald's first goal of the tournament, her 3rd goal for the U.S. she just couldn't get there in time. Here she goes, Kristen Press. Little touch around. She knows the runners are in the box, and she just can't get to the ball, and that's saying a lot. Kristen Press has some speed. Moran for the hat trick. Doesn't go in. Heath just gets enough on that flick. That ball. Watch how Lindsay Horan hits it. Pulls it with the outside of her foot, trying to get a little bit of spin on it to pull it away from Fabregas. Love that slow motion. Such a smart technique from Horan too. McDonald uses her strength here. Double teamed, still gonna get it. It's gonna be a throw-in in the end. Tobin, Heath, what is she gonna do? What is she gonna do? She's gonna earn a corner kick. If you're a defender, you're sizing up Tobin Heath thinking, I don't want to be on her highlight reel. Good work by Panama there just to push it out of bounds. All the cameras point towards the box. The ball whips in. McDonald. She's finding some space and getting on the end of these crosses. Nothing with her head yet, but wouldn't put it past her. Quintero helps connect for Panama through the far side, and Jain will be able to take a throw-in. Jain being told to back up. That worked great from Castillo. The defensive amount of effort that Panama has put in is incredible. Press is held on by De Leon. She skirts past one defender, can't get past the second. Lavelle does her best to keep it alive in the mix. It'll fall to Heath, and it's gonna pop off her hand. She doesn't love the call. I think she thought that her hand was in a natural place, but Miriam Marcotti didn't think so. There's a little flick off of Heath's arm. Just under 15 left here in Houston, Texas, at BBVA Stadium. I'm Jordan Angeli. Thanks for joining us for this Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifier. 4 goals in the first half for the U.S., 2 here in the second. The United States has made all of their subs, as have Panama. One of their subs having to come in the 33rd minute when Panama had to replace their goalkeeper, Yeneth Bailey, with Sasha Fabregas. Fabregas has come in and done a good job. Panama done a good job in the second half of being more compact, making it more difficult for U.S. to break them down. They were so stretched in the first 15, and the U.S. made them pay, scoring 3 goals in 18 minutes. Lavelle commits a foul. The ball is going to go in favor of Panama. Lavelle donning a new accessory in that wrist guard today. Here comes Horan. She has Heath. She slips her. Tobin Heath teammates, Lindsay Horan and Tobin Heath, set each other up a lot. This is a good setup. The run by Heath was perfect. It's a little button hook run to try to create space and just keep herself on side. Panama's done a good job of holding a high line, and so Heath's run had to come from deeper. And when it does, Horan slides it straight into her pass. She doesn't have to slow down at all. Tobin Heath fakes like she's gonna cross it. No look goal. Of course she did. Tobin Heath, everybody. Doesn't even have to look to score. Sana doing a little defending with Jain. Deep in her defensive third. Quintero. Quintero spins press around momentarily, but then pushes it out of bounds. About to enter into the last 10 minutes of this one. The Houston crowd is getting loud. Here's Krieger moving to right back after Abby Dahlkemper came in. A little bit into the second half. Sullivan gets tripped up by Quintero. Gotta say, our cameras have captured some really good slow-mos throughout this entire match. Horan in space, wants another assist. McDonald plays it far, Horan, hat trick! It all starts with Horan slipping the ball through to Jess McDonald, then she just keeps running. Knowing that all the defenders are gonna look for the ball, she creeps in at the back post, inside of the right boot. Little bounce there to off-put Fabregas. It's a good finish by Lindsay Horan. Her third of the night, the U.S.'s 8th. Horan again. Just kicks it out of bounds. U.S. Want more. Here is Heath. The end line. She wants the Meg, you know it. She's not gonna get it. Little touch was so key because Horan was teeing up a volley. Lindsay Horan, 3 goals, 1 assist on the night. Excuse me, 2 assists. She also assists Tobin Heath just minutes ago. Not a bad score sheet for her. Press is onside. She has runners, chops it to her right foot. Heath plays it back to Horan. Back to Heath. Fabregas makes the save. Good sliding save by Yerenice De Leon. Big time from her. Not giving up. De Leon makes a save. Harris comes off her line. Picks that one up and then plays it to Krieger. There we go. Press. Ran back onside. Gonna go all the way to McDonald. That's a really nice ball. Here's McDonald. Near post, press. Behind her leg. Trying to add a little flair there. Jess McDonald doing a good job, but Mariori Perez defending so well. And again, Fabregas closes the angle, makes it really difficult. If press is gonna beat her, it's gonna have to be a worldie. And that one just goes off the side of the net. Goals total for the U.S. women's national team in women's Olympic qualification. We've only given up 4. Lavelle sends it up and over. It's the first time these two teams have met in these qualifying games for the Olympics. The U.S. have gone to every Olympic game since '96. They didn't have to qualify since they hosted in '96. In 2000, they automatically got qualified because they were one of the top 7 finishers in the Women's World Cup the year before. They ended up winning the year before in 1999. As the ball gets sent in, Fabregas heads in, Moran is offside. In 2004, they won the tournament in Costa Rica. 2008, they won the tournament in Mexico. They were winners in Vancouver in 12, and winners in the US in 2016. So they have qualified in every single Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifying tournament. Plus going on to win the Olympics 4 times. Looking to right their wrongs here. Qualify for this next Olympics here in 2020. 2 spots up for grabs. They put themselves in a good position here to be the leaders out of Group A after the second match day. De Leon gets the ball taken away from her from a smiling Kristen Press. We go back to a goal kick for Panama. Kristen Press, a goal in her last 2 games here tonight, and then 1 on Tuesday. Moran plays press. Heath's in the box. Won't make it to either of the runners. Murillo, De Leon, Jain, and Espinoza have had their hands full, and those 4 defenders done a good job, along with Mariori Perez, of never giving up, continuing to work. Here's the ball in. Lavelle gets taken out. It's a good strong play by Sasha Fabregas. Castillo. The lone goal in this tournament for Panama comes from her foot. Cox can't get there, and Haran picks her pocket. Here comes Lavelle. Threaded through. Rose Lavelle. Tough angle. Cuts herself back inside. Fabregas gets a touch. Again, that's actually a really good one. We see the replay here. You'll get to see the hesitation that Fabregas makes Rose Lavelle have. She just barely touches it with her left foot, knowing that Fabregas is coming at her strong. Haran was looking for that third assist to add to her third goal tonight. Keith into the mix. Press is going to get called for interference with Fabregas. As regulation time here winds down. First ever hat trick for Lindsey Haran in the U.S. Women's National Team jersey. Big time moment for her. Good look at Rebecca Espinoza. Plays for Universitario in Panama. Heath. Haran to Lavelle. She dummies it. Haran's at the far post all alone. Just out of the stretch of McDonald, and that's going to be it. Lindsey Haran with the game winner in the 3rd minute, but she would add 2 more. The U.S. in total 8 goals. And they brought it tonight. The movement off the ball. You get to see Marta Cox, captain's armband on her. Panama, a team that didn't give up the whole entire time. We'll show you all 8 goals and have some interviews with a player from each team when we get back after this. For right now, it's 8-0. The U.S. take this one over Panama.
Con Marta Cox, la jugadora número 11 de Panamá. Marta, ¿cuál es la conclusión después de enfrentar a las campeonas del mundo?
Uy, no. Realmente feliz. ¿Cuál es el grupo? Enfrentarnos a las mejores del mundo. Siento que no es difícil, siento que fue difícil, perdón, enfrentarnos a ella y pues nosotros tratamos de dar lo mejor de nosotras y siento que hicimos un buen partido a pesar de la derrota. Siento que nos vamos con la experiencia.
Estando eliminadas, ¿qué representa el partido contra Haití el lunes?
Siento con lo que dimos hoy, siento que podemos dar más, siento que contra Haití también vamos a hacer un buen partido.
Gracias y mucha suerte.